Hello, this is Mahlena-Rae Johnson with the Big Questions with Mahlena-Rae Johnson. Today's topic is, do you experiment? Have you ever experimented with different presentation formats or styles? If so, what were the results? I have. For some reason, I just told a lovely story about me speaking in Los Angeles to a group of high school students and their families. But the recording just went, didn't happen. So we're doing it again. This is real. I mean, it's not live because you're seeing the recording. But anyway, my point was I have experimented with different presentations, formats, and styles. But the one that I want to focus on is when I spoke in Los Angeles to a group of high school students and their families about the importance of the SAT. And now at the time it was, something keeps moving. At the time it was the new SAT. So there was a big change happening with the SAT, and it might have changed back or to something different. But there are only so many companies that were prepared for the new SAT, and the one that I was working for was one of them. The point that I was supposed to get across in this speech is that the SAT is just as important as your GPA when applying to colleges and universities. Many colleges and universities weigh your entire 3 years of classes that you have taken in high school equivalently to a test that you may take 1, 2, or 3 times. So you can do so much better in your college and university applications if you do well on the SAT and actually study and prepare for it. One test is the equivalent of 3 years, 8 classes per year, 24 classes of work. So the SAT is pretty important. Now, that wasn't the importance to our conversation today. The difference in this presentation was that because I was speaking in Los Angeles and many of the students and families had Spanish as their primary language, not English, I had a Spanish translator, which was great. However, I noticed because Spanish is my second language and French is my third, and I'm trying to figure out Portuguese still, and then there's Danish, and I don't speak Spanish and understand Spanish as well as I would like to, but comparing it to something like Korean, which I tried, or Russian, which I tried, and it was just like, what? Spanish, my Spanish is great. So at the time, I noticed that the translator wasn't translating all of the things I was saying. So she was translating some of the things that I think she thought was important, but I thought that all of my speech was important. And so you need to say the things that I'm saying. Okay. The thing that I want to do differently next time, well, I haven't tutored in the SAT for at least 3 years, but I do want to be able to do my own English and Spanish presentations. I want to be able to do presentations not just in English, like I'm speaking right now, but also in Espanol, eventually en français, Portuguese we'll get to, and Danish, I don't know about that. But I want there to be translators at the events that I speak at and that I attend, and even the ones that I don't attend, because people need to be able to have access to information and experiences in different languages, including those that aren't English. I also want to be able to deliver presentations in languages that aren't English. So I'm working on my Spanish, I'm working on my French, my Portuguese, my Danish, and I want to be able to do so more fluently. Fellow introverted CEO, how would you answer this question? Have you ever experimented with different presentation formats or styles? If so, what were the results? Tell me in the comments. And if you need help with how to answer, do you experiment? Then send me a message on LinkedIn. Mahlena can help. Thanks for watching.